My name is Roger Houghton, and I help found the Advisory Board for Habitat for Humanity here in Tuolumne County.
I am Judy Houghton, and my husband got me involved in Habitat in 1994. As a volunteer, we went and did what they call a blitz build. And you start a house on a Monday morning, turn the keys over on Friday, and you end up with something that they refer to as habititis, where you have this drive and desire, and it's just such an amazing cause, and you feel so good about helping, and you know you're really making a permanent difference in the life of another family.
And for me, it was the first time that I could really see the Habitat force in action. It was on a Native American reservation that they had a lot of difficulties from a health standpoint. They didn't have a lot of money. But lo and behold, we're building a house for a Native American family that never thought that they would ever own a home.
Mike and I always thought before Habitat for Humanity that one of these days we'd hit the lotto and we'd buy a home. Problem was, we never played the lotto.
My living situation was interesting because it was so small. I slept on a cot and my wife slept on the couch. So every night we had to pull the cot out for me.
We did that for 6 years. We had to go down big boulders for stairs, and it was just kind of hard. I'm a 6-year breast cancer survivor, so there have been times that it was more difficult for me to walk. I actually fell down the stairs and broke my foot.
The need for a family to qualify for a Habitat home is if they are living in substandard housing. And that can be anything from a home that is way too small for the number of people, a home that's in an unsafe neighborhood, a home where what they're being charged for rent is exorbitant. We've visited families who were living in a trailer and the insulation wasn't good, there was mold in the house. Those are all the kinds of things that are considered substandard.
My house is in a neighborhood where it is not safe because there's a lot of drug use, and it's an old house. It has ivy growing all over it. There's a lot of mold.
It's rough, and there's a lot of drugs, and there's like a house almost burnt down. It's crazy.
It's been a good house to us, but it is not ideal for raising a child, and he's my life, and I just want the best for him.
I think the most difficult thing as far as housing in Tuolumne is the lack of affordable housing. Even in the rental market, we know some young people who are just so frustrated trying to find even rental housing that they can afford. And right now, Habitat for Humanity Tuolumne County is the only builder who is building affordable homes to buy.
It's a scary place out in the world when you're a single mom and you're trying to make it. It's hard financially, and that is why I'm so thankful for this opportunity, because the way the system works is your mortgage is based on your income, so you're going to be able to afford your life.
The thing that was driving me was that I wanted something for us as an investment. Instead of paying for somebody else's lifestyle, renting from somebody, I wanted to invest in my family's future.
There is a committee that reviews the applications. It's based on need. Do they reside in substandard housing? Do they have the ability to pay a mortgage? What is their income? What would their debt-to-income ratio be when they do have a mortgage? And are they willing or able to put in the sweat equity necessary to build a house?
The application process took a little more than 1.5 years. And it was a time where we were on pins and needles, because you go through one series of hurdles, and then there's another one right behind it. And you have to keep going forward, and not lose heart.
At the time, we were told we were going to have to go through probably putting up sheetrock, rehabilitating the inside, painting and carpet, baseboards, all the, that type of interior type stuff.
I learned on a building day, they had a women's build day for Linda and Mike Butterfield's home and mine too. And I learned, I never have ever built a fence, but I used like this huge screw gun and got to see how much measuring it takes, and it's a lot. It's a lot to build a home. It's not easy.
Because of having had the breast cancer, I have a few little disabilities. So I didn't have to hammer nails, but they let me go to Restore and put in a lot of hours at Restore. I now actually work at Restore 3 days a week.
I can tell you stories. My wife and I have helped build 48 homes, both in this country and in other countries, and to see the smile on the faces of the new homeowners and the children is just, it's unbelievable. In some cases, opportunities for children to have their own bedroom for the first time. We've seen that time and time again.
And we are very excited, everybody, especially my kids, because they're gonna have their own, bedroom.
I got like a car bed. I got a desk, blanket there, so I can get comfy, stuffed animals and stuff.
We got our keys July 21st. We didn't have our bed yet because we didn't have a bed. So we took our air mattress and Mike's cot, and we took it upstairs, and we slept in our house the very first night.
These homeowners become a viable part of the community. They are making their payments on the house. They're paying taxes. They are supporting the local economy.
I just really feel like more like a big weight has been lifted off of me. I feel when I go off to work every day, I'm going with a clear head, and then by the time I come home, I'm able to turn it off and be dad by the time I get back home.
It totally came to feel like was that we were on vacation all of a sudden, because all this stress went away, and we were totally realizing that this home is going to be ours, and we're going to get in there, and we're going to make it what we want to make it.
My heart is for the difference it makes in the lives of the children. And I think by doing that, the whole county becomes stronger.
For families to own a home and realize the dream of home ownership and have this community come together and help them is so important and so valuable. And I only hope that more and more corporations will join the Habitat for Humanity team and help us realize home ownership for a lot more families in this county.
Oh my God, this is my dream that I'm gonna, own a house.
I can have my family come and visit us, and we've had friends over for dinner, and we've always had the desire, but now we can match the desire and the room.
Get out there, help build a house, help your employees see the importance of building a home and building families, stronger families in our community. And that's what Habitat is really all about. So we used to take teams to build houses, and my employees would come back saying, wow, we want to be a part of the Habitat for Humanity experience.